Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. This time we're going to be talking all about AI.
AI.
And really focusing on how it could be used to help all of us reach our full potential. And to guide us on this deep dive, we have an interview with Lila Ibrahim, COO of Google DeepMind,
Okay.
which, as you know, is one of the leading AI research labs in the world.
Yeah, I've heard of DeepMind. They've done some really interesting work.
Totally. And Ibrahim's perspective, I found, was just so refreshing because she really moves beyond all the typical tech jargon.
Yeah,
And focuses on the human side of AI.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
So what kind of insights did she share?
Well, one thing that really stood out to me was her take on how we even talk about AI.
Okay.
She kind of pushes back against that word artificial.
Really?
Yeah, she seems to think that it creates a kind of unnecessary distance.
I can see that.
Like it makes AI seem like this separate, other thing.
Right, when in reality, it's already so integrated into our lives.
Exactly. It's almost like AI becomes invisible when we really see its value.
Okay, I think I'm starting to see what you mean.
Think about it, YouTube recommendations.
Oh, yeah, those are pretty spot on sometimes.
Right, or how our smartphones magically optimize battery life.
Sure.
I mean, even something as basic as a Google search,
You're right.
all powered by AI working behind the scenes.
And we don't even think about it.
It's just seamlessly making things better.
You know what? Now that you mention it, I'm actually kind of curious to
Yeah.
see if our listeners can pinpoint where AI is popping up in their own lives without them even realizing it.
I love that.
Yeah, I bet it's more prevalent than we think.
Definitely. So speaking of AI that's changing the game, we got to talk about generative AI,
Okay.
and specifically Google's new Gemini.
I've heard whispers about this.
This system is like mind-blowing, okay? It can process and generate all sorts of media,
What?
text, images,
Wow.
video,
No way.
you name it. Gemini can handle it.
That's pretty impressive.
I know, right? To give you an idea of just how powerful it is,
Yeah.
imagine feeding Gemini the entire text of War and Peace.
Okay. That's a pretty hefty book.
Huge. Not only could it handle that massive amount of information,
Right.
but then you could actually have a conversation with it.
Whoa, like an AI Tolstoy scholar.
Exactly. Ask it specific questions, get summaries of key points. The possibilities are pretty much endless.
That's pretty wide.
I know. But before anyone starts worrying about robots writing the next great novel,
Right.
we do have to address the elephant in the room,
The whole AI taking over jobs thing.
Exactly.
It's a valid concern, especially with these new generative AI tools.
Definitely. It can feel a bit unsettling.
Yeah.
But what if we tried to look at it from a different angle?
Okay, I'm open.
Remember when computers first started appearing in classrooms?
Uh-huh.
There was so much fear.
Right, like teachers would be out of a job.
Exactly.
I-
But
No,
obviously, not at all.
Yeah.
Instead, computers became tools to make teaching and learning better.
Yeah, you're right.
So with AI and jobs, I think we might see a similar thing play out.
So it's more about using AI for efficiency, not replacing humans altogether.
Right. And maybe, if you're listening to this right now, think about tasks in your own work that could maybe be streamlined with AI.
That's a good exercise.
Imagine what you could do with that extra time and mental energy,
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
freed up to focus on more creative, strategic thinking.
Exactly.
That's what Ibrahim means when she talks about maximizing human potential.
I like it.
It's about, AI empowering us, not replacing us.
So it's not just about generative AI, though, right?
You got it.
DeepMind's doing a lot of work in other areas, too, like scientific research.
Yes. And one of the most mind-blowing examples is AlphaFold 2.
AlphaFold 2, what's that?
So this AI,
Yeah.
it can actually predict protein structure.
Hold on, predict how proteins fold.
Exactly.
That's huge. That used to take forever in the lab.
I know, right? Like it used to be this super time-consuming and expensive process.
And now an AI can just do it.
Pretty much.
Can you remind me why this is such a big deal? I mean, proteins are important, I get that, but...
Okay, so proteins, right. They're basically the building blocks of life.
Right.
But the way they function depends on how they fold into these complex 3D shapes.
Oh, yeah, I remember that from biology class.
So understanding these shapes is crucial for all sorts of research.
Okay.
Like drug discovery, disease understanding, and AlphaFold 2.
Hmm.
It can predict these structures with incredible accuracy.
Wow.
Which means research in so many different fields
Yeah.
could be sped up significantly.
I'm starting to see the impact here.
And hold on, it gets even cooler.
It does.
Yeah. They've actually developed AlphaFold 3 now, too.
Oh, wow. Okay, what can that do?
So AlphaFold 3 can not only predict the structure of individual proteins,
Yeah.
but also how they interact with other molecules like DNA and RNA.
So we're talking about understanding biological processes at a whole new level.
Exactly. We're talking about potentially unlocking secrets of how life itself works.
That's pretty incredible.
Right.
It's amazing how AI is being used in these different fields.
I know, and they're not stopping there. They've also created GraphCast, an AI weather forecasting model.
Oh, wow. I hadn't heard about that one.
It's using decades of data to make predictions.
Decades? That's a lot of data.
I know, right? And it's faster, more accurate,
Wow.
and even more energy efficient than traditional models.
That's a big deal, especially with all the talk about climate change and extreme weather events these days.
Totally. And this has huge implications for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Farmers, emergency responders, all of us.
Yeah, reliable weather forecasting is essential these days.
But beyond AI's uses in the workplace and science,
Yeah.
Ibrahim also talks about something else that's super important.
What's that?
Equitable access.
Oh, right. So that everyone benefits from AI, not just a select few?
Exactly. And for Ibrahim, this isn't just like a theoretical idea.
No.
No, it's very personal to her, rooted in her own experiences.
I'm curious to hear about that.
She shares this really powerful story about her sister,
Okay.
who has cerebral palsy.
Oh, wow.
And back then, people kind of expected, she
Yeah.
would go to a special school.
Right.
But Ibrahim's parents, they fought really hard for her to have access to the same quality education as everyone else. And guess what?
What happened?
She ended up earning not one,
No way.
but 2 master's degrees.
That's incredible.
And she now works as a senior policy advisor.
That's a testament to the power of education and opportunity.
Totally. And you can see how this experience shaped Ibrahim's belief in technology as a force for good.
Yeah, for creating a more level playing field.
Exactly. It's about empowering people to achieve what might have seemed impossible.
So it sounds like this belief really drives her work at DeepMind.
Absolutely. It's not just about building cutting-edge AI.
No.
It's about making it accessible and beneficial for all of society.
I really like that.
Yeah, it's pretty inspiring.
It is, and it's not just talk,
Right.
DeepMind is actually walking the walk.
In what way?
Well, they're making AlphaFold freely available for anyone doing non-commercial research.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is, and they're really focusing on using it to target neglected diseases, especially in the global south.
That's huge.
Yeah, they're trying to use AI to make a real difference in global health.
I love that.
And that's not all.
Really?
They're also working on these really cool educational AI models, like LearnLM.
LearnLM, huh?
Yeah.
What's that all about?
So it's all about personalized learning.
Okay.
Imagine a world where every student, no matter who they are or how they learn best,
Yeah,
has access to AI tools that are designed just for them.
that would be amazing.
Right.
Okay.
Like AI that can adapt to your individual needs and help you learn in a way that works best for you.
That's like the dream. Right.
It is a pretty incredible vision for the future of education.
It is. It's like AI helping us unlock our full learning potential.
Exactly. And that's really what Ibrahim is all about,
Yeah.
helping people reach their full potential.
But of course, we can't just ignore the potential downsides of AI either.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a powerful technology, and with great power comes great responsibility.
Right, like Spider-Man.
Exactly.
But seriously, we do need to be mindful of the ethical implications of AI.
And I think that's especially important now, considering how quickly AI is evolving.
Yeah, the pace of change is just mind-blowing.
It is. And unlike previous tech revolutions, like the internet or mobile phones.
Which took time to really become mainstream.
Exactly. But AI, it's like, boom, it's everywhere.
Right.
And it's reaching billions of people almost instantly.
So we need to be extra careful.
We do.
We need to think about the potential unintended consequences,
Right, like how AI could be misused or even cause harm if we're not careful.
Exactly.
And that's why Ibrahim stresses the importance of developing AI with communities, not to them.
I like that phrasing.
Yeah, me too. It's about collaboration, understanding the needs and values of the people who will be most affected by AI.
Absolutely. We can't just impose AI on people. We need to work together to make sure it benefits everyone.
Exactly.
And it sounds like Google DeepMind is taking this responsibility seriously.
They are. They've actually got a whole team dedicated to what they call socio-technical research.
Interesting. What's that?
So it's all about understanding the societal impact of AI
Okay.
and making sure its development is aligned with human values.
I mean, that's really reassuring to hear.
It is.
Yeah.
It means They're not just focusing on the technical side of things,
Right.
but also the ethical considerations, the human side of AI,
Which is just as important.
if not more so.
Definitely.
And you know what else I love about Ibrahim?
What?
She really encourages everyone to get involved in these conversations about AI.
Even if we're not, like, tech experts or anything.
Exactly. She's like, be curious, ask questions, don't be afraid to challenge assumptions.
I like that.
Yeah, because ultimately, the future of AI is up to all of us. It's not just something that's happening to us. It's something we can shape and influence.
We need to be active participants.
We do. And Ibrahim's insights, I think they give us a really helpful framework for thinking about how to navigate this new world of AI.
A roadmap of sorts.
Exactly. She's urging us to see AI as a tool for creativity, a way to augment our abilities.
Not to replace us.
Right. It's not an end point,
Yeah.
a starting point.
Launchpad.
Yes, a catalyst for innovation and problem solving.
For creating a better future.
Exactly. And, you know, when I think about Ibrahim's stories about her daughters,
Yeah.
using AI in such different ways,
Right, for learning and for creative inspiration.
it really drives home the message that AI isn't a one-size-fits-all thing.
It can be personalized.
Yeah. It could be tailored to meet our unique needs and challenges.
It's about finding ways to use AI that work for us.
Exactly. And that brings us back to that core message. The real power of AI lies in its potential to help us, all of us, reach our full potential as humans.
To amplify our strengths, overcome our limitations, and create a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive.
Exactly.
That's a powerful message.
It is, and it's one we should all be excited about.
I am. Yeah, it really is. And, it's not about us just sitting back and letting AI decide our future.
Right. It's about us actively shaping that future, making conscious choices about how we want to live and work alongside AI.
We have the power to decide what role AI plays in our lives.
We do.
Yeah.
And Ibrahim, she gives us some really good advice on how to do that.
Oh, what does she say?
She says we need to be curious.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
We need to ask questions.
Right.
And we need to see AI as a tool that can boost our own creativity, not replace it.
I like that. A tool for enhancing our creativity, not stifling it.
Exactly.
It's like, instead of being afraid of what AI might do to us, we should be thinking about how we can use AI to do amazing things.
Totally. And remember those stories about Ibrahim's daughters?
Oh, yeah, how they're using AI in completely different ways.
It really shows how AI can be personalized,
Right.
It's not this one-size-fits-all thing.
AI can be adapted to meet our individual needs and challenges.
Right. And that brings us back to the main idea we've been talking about.
Yeah.
AI's real power is its potential to help us reach our full potential as humans.
I love that idea.
It's about using AI to amplify our strengths, overcome limitations.
And create a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive.
Exactly. And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a thought. If AI could help you achieve your full potential, what would that look like for you? What limitations could you overcome? What dreams could you pursue?
That's a really good question. It's something we should all be thinking about.
It is. And if you're interested in learning more about Google DeepMind and Lila Ibrahim's work,
Yeah.
we've included some links and resources in the show notes.
Great. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone.
We'll be back soon with another exploration of the world around us.